This is a super baby Shiny, and in today's video, as you know from the plants, we are talking about ferns. So there are many types of ferns and I absolutely love them, but for somebody who's not based in a tropical climate and is struggling with humidity, I think ferns are very difficult to deal with. So if you are from Delhi or all the drier climates, I will be telling you how to maintain the ferns and keep the humidity high. And if you are from a tropical climate, then you should buy more and more number of ferns. So I'll first start the video by talking about ferns, and why I love them is because there are so many types of ferns, and ferns are something which give me that nostalgic feeling of buying them even when I was a kid. And you know, when I saw the same thing available 20 years later when I started gardening last year, that is, I was so happy to get them because you know, they are amazing, they thrive and they multiply and they absolutely add a lot of green to your space, and they can also be used as decorative plants if you take care of them properly. That's why I love ferns. Now I stay in Bombay, and Bombay is a humid city because we have a sea coast here, and if similarly if you are staying in near any of the sea coast in India, then I think you are really blessed. You need to water your ferns once in a day or once in 2 days, depending on what season it is. In the rainy season, if you are hanging them or if you are placing them in a spot which gets rainwater, then you don't need to even water them, you know, and they thrive in a very not very rapid light but bright indirect light, direct sunshine falling on them, especially during those middle hours of the day, that is from 11:30 to 4:30. Harsh sunlight doesn't suit them, but morning sunlight they are happy with. Bright indirect light is what they look at, because if you again study them in natural habitat, they are found at the base of any kind of trees, or you know, just highways or bridges or platforms. There they just come anywhere. They come out of the cracks and crevices, walls, a small corner. So you know, so just think about that and mist them. They love misting. Water them, fertilize them once or twice in a month. Just put vermicompost or any kind of compost. They are happy. If you are in a tropical climate, that is what you need to do, and they'll be really happy. So if you're somebody who is staying in a dry climate yet want to maintain these ferns, you have to be 100% more careful and 100% more attentive to these ferns. But do not worry, I will tell you exactly what to do. So first of all, there are different types of ferns. So this is a fishtail fern, this is a foxtail fern. This is one of my recent favorites and recent acquisition, which is the rabbit foot fern. So their tentacles look like, you know, a rabbit's foot, something like a rabbit's foot coming out, and hence they are called this rabbit's foot fern. And my all-time favorite is the maidenhair fern, which is anyways a fussy fern, and this is also a blue fern because it has a bluish tinge on it. Even asparagus fern is my favorite. So basically all the ferns are my favorite, and the great thing is that if you own one and you've helped it survive, then the guide for taking care of all the ferns is almost the same. Now since you're based in a dry climate, let me talk about soil. If you want your fern to really thrive, survive, multiply, then you need to take a mixture of a normal potting soil, you know, whatever you add in it, vermiculite, perlite, add it, but add 50% coco peat in it, so that you know, coco peat retains moisture. Ferns love moisture and your problem will be solved. That is when it comes to soil. If you are in a place, or if you stay in a house which gets a lot of direct light, place ferns in a brightly lit but indirect light wala spot. So for example, the way I'm sitting here, this doesn't get direct sunlight from 11 to 5 p.m. It gets morning sunlight of around 1 or 2 hours, just 7 o'clock to around 8:30, and that much is enough for these ferns to survive. So that is about light. If you are in a dry climate, then I would really urge you to water your fern every day. If you water them in the morning and in the evening, still they will be very happy. Try doing that and tell me how it goes. Misting the ferns. If you are in a dry climate, misting is something which you have to do every day. So ferns are really easy. They do not want any particular time for them to be watered. You can water them in the morning, you can water them in the evening. Just don't water them after 8 o'clock, because no plant should be watered in a dark a time when after the sun sets. Also, if you study, and you must study the root structure of these ferns, they have a airy root structure. That is, that they are not very root bound. So if you pull out a fern, you will see a lot of roots, but soil will be left behind. So they like to keep their roots very, very airy, and hence you need a soil mixture which is rich in nutrients. So do not forget to add that vermicompost, or any kind of fertilizer which you use to the soil when you're making it. A lot of my friends have also asked me, who is especially in the northern side and also have a dry climate, especially Delhi. People have asked me how to take care of ferns. So this question and this answer is especially for them. How to take care of ferns in Delhi. First thing I would like to tell you is stay away from these delicate ferns like maidenhair ferns, because when I had gone to Goa last year, I could see it grow on the walls and crevices of Goa. But just imagine the climate of Goa. Goa has 90% humid climate, which you can't recreate in Delhi. I mean, you can, but that will be really difficult. So stay away from this fern. Apart from that, you can also stay away from this fern. Actually, stay away from ferns whose branches or stems are very, very thin. Why? Because then they are really difficult to take care of. So asparagus fern being one, maidenhair fern being second, and also I think foxtail fern is something which you should stay away from, and adopt or buy more of these hardy ferns like this one, or our normal fern, which is this one, the Boston fern. Those are very, very easy in a dry climate to maintain than these fussy ones. So I hope, guys, my love for ferns was transferred to you with this video, and let me know if my tips helped you, and if you are from a dry climate, let me know from which part you exactly are from, and let's chat. I love making new plant friends. If you're watching this video on YouTube, do subscribe, do comment, do make me a part of the plant community, do bring me to your house where I help you to take care of your plants, because plants are my passion. If you're watching this video on IGTV, go to YouTube. Bye.